The seas are the next frontier humans are trying to conquer. The deep sea is the lowest layer of the ocean, at a depth of 1,800 meters and above. From the droopy blobfish, to the terrifying fang-toothed fish, to the hypnotizing flashlight fish, the ocean's deep is a circus of curious characters. Scientists are still finding bizarre new deep-sea creatures every year. Here are the list of 15 weirdest deep-sea creature. Frilled sharks remain up to 5,000 feet, 1,500 meters, below the surface. Frilled sharks bear many physical characteristics of ancestors who swam the seas in the time of the dinosaurs. Termed a living fossil, this seldom-seen shark inhabits the depths of the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Scientists speculate that it captures its prey by bending its body and lunging forward like a snake while proceeding to swallow its victim whole. Vampire squid living 10,000 feet, 3,000 meters, below the surface, maximum total length c. 30 centimeters, 1 foot. It has evolved the biggest eyes of any animal, in proportion to size. In order to capture as much light as it can in the dark seas that it lives in, it releases bioluminescent ink that dazzles and confuses other animals while it escapes. Pacific viperfish. The Pacific viperfish has jagged, needle-like teeth so outsized it can't close its mouth. These deep-sea demons reach only about 8 inches. 25 centimeters long. They troll the depths up to 13,000 feet, 4,400 meters, below. While during the day it stays in deep water, at night it has been known to venture into shallower territory and into the nets of deep-sea fishermen. Giant spider crab. Thought to be the largest arthropods on Earth, giant spider crabs spend their time foraging on the ocean floor up to 1,000 feet, 300 meters, deep. These rare, leggy behemoths, native to the waters off Japan, can measure up to 12 feet, 3.7 meters, from claw tip to claw tip. This 5-foot, 1.5 meter, specimen was photographed in Japan's Sagami Bay. Atlantic wolfish. This sinister-looking Atlantic wolfish makes its home in the rocky coastal depths up to 1,600 feet, 500 meters, below, reaching 5 feet, 1.5 meters, long. Wolfish have conspicuous dentition suited to a diet of hard-shelled mollusks, crabs, and sea urchins. This mated pair was found in a deep-sea den off the coast of Maine. Dumbo octopus. First seen in 1999 and then videoed in 2009, this cute animal, for an octopus, anyway, can live as deep as 7,000 meters below the surface, making it the deepest-dwelling octopus species on record. Named after the elephant in the Disney film, this octopus isn't necessarily as terrifying as the frill shark, but it's far too strange to not include on this list. Giant tube worms. Crushing pressure, freezing temperatures, and zero sunlight isn't enough of a challenge for giant tube worms. They've adapted to thrive at the edge of hydrothermal vents, which spew superheated water saturated with toxic chemicals. This colony was photographed 1.5 miles, 2.4 kilometers, below the ocean's surface on the East Pacific rise near the Galapagos Islands. Dragonfish. Although they are found at depths of nearly 2 kilometers, the dragonfish actually starts its life at the surface of the ocean as a result of its egg being buoyant. Like many other deep-sea creatures, it eventually becomes capable of producing its sunlight using a method known as bioluminescence, after which it descends to the depths. One of its many light-producing photophores can be found on a barbel attached to its lower jaw, which it most likely uses for hunting. Six-gill shark. Six-gill sharks, like this one off the coast of Vancouver, cruise the ocean floor during the day, sometimes as deep as 8,200 feet, 2,500 meters, then move toward the surface at night to feed. They can reach impressive lengths of 16 feet, 4.8 meters, on a diet of other sharks, rays, squids, crabs, and occasionally seals. Primarily found in the deep water off of Australia and New Zealand, the blobfish lives at depths of over 1,200 meters. The pressure here is several dozen times higher than at the surface, and as a result its body is little more than a gelatinous mass. The world's most miserable-looking fish is in danger of becoming extinct, according to scientists. Chimera fish. Chimeras live in temperate ocean floors down to 2,600 meters, 8,500 feet, depth, with few occurring at depths shallower than 200 meters, 660 feet. They may be the oldest and most enigmatic groups of fishes alive today, not to be confused with the chimera of Greek mythology. These creatures are also known as ghost sharks. Big red jellyfish. Discovered in 2003, big red jellyfish, also named Tiburonia grandrojo, is one of the largest sea jellies and unusual in a number of ways. Live at ocean depths of 600 to 1,500 meters, 2,000 to 4,900 feet. They can grow up to 75 centimeters, 30 in diameter. Cathinfish, found on the continental slopes of the Atlantic, Indian and Pacific Oceans at depths of up to at least 2,460 meters, 8,070 feet. They have large, lobose bodies and short, compressed tails, and are covered with small, spiny scales. The largest are about 30 centimeters, 12 in length. Giant isopod. A giant isopod is any of the almost 20 species of large isopods in the genus Bithynomus. Giant isopods are important scavengers in the deep-sea benthic environment, found from the gloomy sublittoral zone at a depth of 170 meters, 560 feet, to the pitch darkness of the bathypelagic zone at 2,140 meters, 7,020 feet, where pressures are high and temperatures are very low down to about 4 degrees Celsius, 39 degrees Fahrenheit.